is up, guys? This is Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and today we're going to be discussing Michael Bloomberg. I don't like him. Yes, he was my former mayor, which is kind of crazy because we have two New York City mayors running for president. We had Bill de Blasio, who already dropped out, and now that he's dropped out, Michael Bloomberg is coming in. Now, there are multiple articles coming out where he's basically saying, alright, I'm probably going to run. And it's official. He's going to file and run for president. And he's going to announce sometime this week that he is running. It's just not known when. And what is his reasoning? His reasoning is, Joe Biden is fading away. Nobody has a real shot. I better run. Well, Joe Biden is not actually fading away. In fact, there's no sign, there's no indication of that. People keep saying, he's fading. He's not. He's actually pretty steady. He's still above everybody else. It's not like he's going down. He's actually staying. He's been in a plateau lately. He isn't going down. He's just staying the same. And the fact that Michael Bloomberg is like, nobody can win. I don't see anybody who could beat Trump. Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, possibly Andrew Yang, possibly Elizabeth Warren, possibly Julian Castro. Actually, Julian Castro will be definitely, although he probably isn't even going to make it to nomination. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of ridiculous because let's get Bernie Sanders as an example. His policies are things like Medicare for all, free college, the Green New Deal, the 70% wealth tax, and it gets kind of irritating to reestablish how popular these policies are, because I keep saying it in all my videos. Okay, I'm going to just say it one more time. Medicare for all is polls at 70%. Even among small business owners, which is a new statistic, many people say, if we raise a $15 minimum wage, those business owners can't, they can't afford to pay their workers $15. Well, among small business owners, it has a 67% approval rating. 67. Free college polls at 60%. The Green New Deal polls at 80%. Getting out of Afghanistan, only 17% of Americans want to stay. The 70% wealth tax polls at 59%. There isn't a single policy that Bernie supports that is actually unpopular. They're all popular. It's just so ridiculous. So, what do you mean I don't see anybody who could make it to the presidency? Oh, please. You know that you can't. And so then the fact he's like, Joe Biden is going downhill, which he isn't. Maybe I should run. Maybe I could take up the mantle. So, first of all, this guy isn't running yet. You could say that as a defense to him for what I'm about to say. This guy polls at 0%, so he shouldn't be running. And also, it's way too late in the primaries. The fact that more than half of the candidates don't make it to any more of the debates, he thinks suddenly, now is the best time to jump in. Now is the best time to jump in, and I'll totally make it to all the debates, and I can totally win. No. So, it's also ridiculous the way that he thinks he could even get 1%. He's going to end up just like all the centrists, where they're going to get 1% tops. Probably get the low decimals, like people like John Delaney. The whole entire aggressive centrism tactic, well, we saw how that went with John Delaney. Isn't really going too well. With Michael Bloomberg, what makes you think he's going to do well? He's just like a John Delaney, he's like a Joe Biden, except more of a New Yorker. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that he isn't out of touch, he's more in touch, but he's just kind of more energetic in a centrist way. So, the centrist part isn't a New Yorker style, but the way he's really energetic and knows what's going on in current events. He isn't like Joe Biden. He knows what's going on. He understands the current events. But he chooses to be a centrist. He chooses to just, be extremely corporate. So this guy is now, first, if you thought that Tom Steyer was too rich to be running when his net worth is $1 billion, Michael Bloomberg, his net worth is $51 billion. Oh my gosh. He is in the top 10 richest Americans. The top 10 richest Americans. He's like number 8. This man could pour in half his money, and if he were to win, which he probably still can't, which he probably even wouldn't be able to with that much money, if he were to win, it would be completely because of the money. He could be spending so much to the point where he gets so much exposure and so much support. Even if he does lose and he spends like 90% of his wealth, he still is a freaking billionaire. You know, it's just crazy. The way that money can buy politics. It's true. Money buys politics. The saying is 100% true. So, he's currently the 8th or 9th, not 10th, higher, maybe even 7th richest man in the world. In the United States, rather. In the world, he probably isn't in the top 10. He's probably like in the top 20 or at least 100. Let's just say that. Because the richest people do come from the United States, but there are people who are even richer from different countries. So, I mean, the whole entire point of, oh yeah, Joe Biden's fading, false. The whole entire point of nobody can beat Trump, false. The whole entire more generic point of, I see a path through, I could totally win, false. Because you're just like Joe Biden, except even like a parody of Joe Biden, basically. What makes you think you could win? So, again, guys, this guy, Michael Bloomberg, my former mayor, since yesterday there have been articles coming out basically saying, oh, he's taking steps towards running. He's gonna file, guys. He's gonna run. It's just a matter of days. He's gonna do it this week. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. See you guys later, and bye. I'm expecting him to announce his presidential run maybe tomorrow. If not, then Sunday, because there's only 2 days left in the week. Anyway, see you guys later, and bye.